8 subtle signs a man will give when they are about to cheat. Many women miss this. Introduction. Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the intricacies of relationships and human behavior. We're so glad to have you here with us today because we're about to delve into a topic that's both sensitive and crucial for many people navigating the complex world of romantic relationships. Relationships are the cornerstone of our emotional well-being, and understanding the subtle dynamics at play can make a significant difference in how we connect with our partners. Have you ever found yourself questioning the behavior of your partner? Perhaps you've noticed subtle changes that leave you feeling uneasy, but you're not quite sure if they mean anything significant. Infidelity is a topic that, while difficult to confront, is unfortunately a reality in many relationships. The fear and uncertainty it brings can be overwhelming. This is why it's essential to be aware of the signs that might indicate something is amiss. Today, we're exploring a topic that might hit close to home for some of you: the subtle signs that a man may give when he is about to cheat. These are not always the glaringly obvious signs that we see in movies or hear about in dramatic stories. Often, they are quiet, almost imperceptible changes in behavior that can easily go unnoticed. However, being aware of these subtle indicators can empower you to address potential issues before they escalate into something more serious. We understand that this topic can be emotionally charged and bring up a lot of feelings. It's important to approach it with a sense of empathy and understanding, both for yourself and your partner. Relationships thrive on trust, communication, and mutual respect. And it's these very foundations that can sometimes be tested when infidelity enters the picture. In this video, we'll uncover 8 subtle signs a man may give when he is about to cheat, signs that many women often miss. These signs can range from small behavioral changes to shifts in emotional dynamics. By being informed, you can better navigate these challenges and make decisions that are right for your emotional health and the well-being of your relationship. Before we dive in, we want to remind you of the importance of community and support. Dealing with relationship issues, especially those involving trust and infidelity, can be incredibly isolating. But you're not alone. Our channel is here to provide insights, advice, and a supportive community where you can find solace and understanding. If you're facing these challenges, remember that there are resources available to help you. From professional counseling to support groups and online forums. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us bring you more content that matters. When you like, subscribe, and share, you're not just helping us grow, you're also joining a community of individuals committed to understanding and improving their relationships. Your engagement means the world to us and enables us to continue providing valuable insights and advice. Let's embark on this journey together. We're here to support you, provide valuable insights, and foster a community where you can feel safe and understood. Without further ado, let's dive into the 8 subtle signs a man may give when he is about to cheat. Understanding these signs can be a powerful tool in maintaining the health and integrity of your relationship. Thank you for being here. And remember, your engagement helps us grow and continue to bring you content that truly matters. Let's get started. 1. Unexplained changes in routine. One of the first signs that may indicate a man is about to cheat is a sudden and unexplained change in his routine. Has he started coming home late without a solid reason or begun going out more frequently under the guise of work or social events? Pay attention to these shifts. Often, these changes can indicate that he is finding ways to spend time with someone new. Psychological insight. Routine changes can often signal a shift in priorities or the introduction of new elements in someone's life, which brings a sense of novelty that disrupts established routines. Case study. Consider the case of Laura and Mike. Laura noticed that Mike, who had always been punctual and home by 6 p.m., started staying late at the office. Initially, he explained it away with increased workload. But over time, the excuses became inconsistent. When Laura probed gently, Mike became defensive. Eventually, it emerged that Mike was seeing someone from his office. How to address it? Open communication. Approach the topic calmly. Express your concerns without accusations. I've noticed you've been coming home late more often. Is everything alright? Healthy boundaries. Respect his need for personal time but set clear expectations for transparency in your relationship. 2. Increased attention to appearance. Another subtle yet telling sign is a newfound or heightened interest in his appearance. Is he suddenly investing more time in grooming, working out, or updating his wardrobe? While self-improvement is generally positive, a drastic change without any clear motivation can be suspicious. Historical perspective. Historically, significant changes in personal grooming and appearance have been associated with courtship behaviors. In many cultures, when someone is interested in a new romantic partner, they tend to present themselves in the best possible light. Case study. Jenna noticed her husband, Tom, who never cared much for fashion, suddenly started buying designer clothes and spending hours at the gym. When she asked him about it, he shrugged it off, claiming he wanted to feel better about himself. Months later, Jenna discovered he had been seeing a younger colleague, explaining the sudden desire to appear more attractive. How to address it? Compliments and inquiries. Compliment his efforts but also ask about the motivation behind these changes. You look great. What inspired the new wardrobe? Joint activities. Suggest engaging in new fitness routines or shopping together to integrate his interests with shared experiences. 3. Emotional distance. Emotional distance is a significant indicator that something is amiss. If your previously affectionate and communicative partner has become cold, detached, or uninterested in your life, it could be a sign that his emotional energies are being directed elsewhere. Psychological insight. Emotional withdrawal can be a coping mechanism. When a person is involved in or contemplating infidelity, they may distance themselves emotionally from their current partner to reduce feelings of guilt and cognitive dissonance. Case study. Sarah and James had a vibrant, emotionally connected relationship. However, over several months, James became increasingly detached. He stopped sharing details about his day and showed little interest in Sarah's life. After confronting him, Sarah learned that James had developed an emotional connection with a coworker, which gradually led to physical infidelity. How to address it? Quality time. Increase the amount of quality time spent together. Plan activities that both enjoy and foster connection. Emotional check-ins. Regularly check in with each other emotionally. I felt a bit distant lately. How have you been feeling about us? 4. Unexplained expenses. Keep an eye on unusual or unexplained expenses. Has he started spending more money than usual without a clear explanation? These expenditures could include dining at expensive restaurants, buying gifts, or making travel arrangements that he can't account for. Financial insight. Infidelity can be expensive. From gifts and dinners to travel and hotels, these costs add up. Financial discrepancies can be one of the most concrete indicators of infidelity. Case study. Rebecca noticed frequent charges on their credit card for restaurants and hotel bookings, even though she hadn't been out with her husband, Dan. When confronted, Dan initially denied any wrongdoing, but the mounting evidence from financial statements eventually led him to admit to the affair. How to address it? Joint budgeting. Consider budgeting together to maintain transparency about finances. Let's review our spending together to ensure we're on the same page. Financial discussions. Discuss any significant expenditures openly. I noticed some new charges on the credit card. Can we go over them together? 5. Excessive defensiveness. If your partner becomes overly defensive when you ask simple questions about his day, it could be a sign of guilt or deceit. Men who are on the verge of cheating might project their guilt by becoming irritable or angry when confronted with even innocent inquiries. Psychological insight. Defensiveness often stems from guilt. When someone is hiding something, they might overreact to deflect suspicion and protect their secrets. Case study. Emily noticed that her husband, Jake, would get extremely defensive whenever she asked about his plans or whom he was texting. This defensiveness escalated to arguments about trust. Eventually, it was revealed that Jake had been having an affair, and his defensiveness was a direct result of his guilty conscience. How to address it? Non-confrontational approach. Approach conversations without sounding accusatory. I'm curious about how your day went. Anything interesting happen? Counseling. Suggest couples counseling if defensiveness becomes a pattern. A third party can facilitate healthier communication. 6. Newfound interest in privacy. Privacy is important in any relationship, but a sudden and intense need for privacy can be a red flag. Has he started password protecting his phone, being secretive about his messages, or taking calls in another room? Technological insight. With the advent of smartphones and social media, the avenues for secretive communication have increased. A sudden change in digital behavior can be indicative of hidden activities. Case study. Karen noticed her husband, Mark, became extremely secretive with his phone, even taking it to the bathroom. He had never been this private before. When she finally accessed his phone, she found messages that confirmed her suspicions of an affair. How to address it? Open discussions. Discuss the importance of privacy versus secrecy. I respect your privacy, but I've noticed you're being more secretive lately. Is something bothering you? Shared spaces. Create an environment of trust where both partners feel comfortable sharing their concerns and activities. 7. Less time spent together. A noticeable decrease in the amount of time he spends with you can be a subtle indicator of potential infidelity. If he's constantly finding excuses to be away from you, whether it's working late, going out with friends, or needing more me time, it could be a sign that he's prioritizing someone else. Relationship insight. Quality time is a fundamental pillar of any relationship. A significant reduction in shared time often reflects a shift in priorities and emotional investment. Case study. Linda and John used to spend their weekends together, enjoying outdoor activities and family time. Over a few months, John started making excuses to avoid these outings, claiming he needed more alone time. Linda later discovered John had been using this time to see another woman. How to address it? Scheduled quality time. Plan regular date nights or weekend activities to ensure you spend quality time together. Understanding needs. Discuss each other's needs for personal space versus shared time. I miss spending time with you. Can we plan more activities together? 8. Sudden interest in relationship dynamics. Lastly, if he suddenly becomes overly interested in discussing relationship dynamics or starts projecting accusations of cheating onto you, it might be a sign of his own guilty conscience. Men who are about to cheat may try to deflect their actions by accusing their partners of the same behavior. Psychological insight. Projection is a defense mechanism where a person attributes their own unacceptable thoughts or feelings to someone else. It's a way to externalize guilt and reduce internal conflict. Case study. Amy's husband, Robert, started accusing her of being unfaithful out of nowhere. These accusations were baseless and came out of the blue. After some investigation, Amy found out that Robert had been cheating and was projecting his guilt onto her. How to address it? Mutual trust. Reaffirm the importance of trust in your relationship. We need to trust each other to make this relationship work. Let's address any concerns openly. Therapeutic help. Consider seeking help from a relationship therapist to navigate trust issues and improve communication. In conclusion, navigating the complexities of relationships is never easy. And the fear of infidelity can add a significant emotional burden. Relationships are multifaceted, requiring a delicate balance of trust, communication, and mutual respect. When the possibility of infidelity enters the picture, it can shake the very foundation of a partnership. Recognizing these subtle signs doesn't necessarily mean your partner is cheating, but they are worth paying attention to and addressing through open and honest communication. First and foremost, it's essential to understand that every relationship is unique. The signs we've discussed can manifest differently depending on the dynamics between partners. Just because one or more of these signs appear in your relationship doesn't automatically mean infidelity is occurring. However, being aware of these signs can help you stay attuned to potential issues that might need addressing. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. Fostering a healthy environment where both partners feel secure and understood. If you notice any of these behaviors, consider having a heartfelt conversation with your partner to understand what might be driving these changes. Communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. Approach the topic with empathy and openness, aiming to understand rather than accuse. This can pave the way for a more in-depth discussion about your relationship's state and any underlying issues that may need to be addressed. For example, if you've noticed your partner has become emotionally distant or is spending more time away from home, initiate a calm and honest conversation about how you're feeling. You might say something like, "I've been feeling a bit disconnected from you lately, and it's making me worried. Can we talk about what's been going on?" This approach opens the door for a meaningful dialogue without placing blame or jumping to conclusions. It's also important to consider the context of these behaviors. Stress from work, personal issues, or even mental health struggles can sometimes manifest as the signs we've discussed. By fostering an environment where your partner feels safe to share their struggles, you can work together to find solutions and strengthen your bond. Relationships thrive on mutual support. And sometimes, what appears to be a sign of infidelity could be a cry for help or a need for more connection. Remember, the foundation of any strong relationship is trust and communication. Trust is built over time through consistent, honest, and open interactions. When that trust is threatened, it's crucial to address the issue head-on rather than allowing suspicion and doubt to fester. By communicating openly, you not only address potential infidelity but also reinforce the importance of transparency in your relationship. In addition to communication, mutual respect and understanding play significant roles. Respecting each other's boundaries and acknowledging each other's feelings creates a nurturing environment where love can flourish. When discussing sensitive topics like potential infidelity, it's vital to approach the conversation with a mindset of respect and a genuine desire to understand your partner's perspective. Moreover, seeking professional help can be incredibly beneficial. Relationship counselors and therapists are trained to help couples navigate challenging issues, including infidelity,